Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today we're going to be playing the newest Mortar deck that is in Clash Royale. Now, I've been watching the 20 win challenge, and I've been seeing a ton of people getting wins with this Mortar deck in the 20 win challenge. Actually, this is probably the most common win that I'm seeing with any Mortar decks, and it's going to be just absolutely absurd. And I have to say, the 20 win challenge is an awesome opportunity to kind of test out different decks because you don't have to level stuff up, and you're going to play against a lot of more competitive matches. And so I find that the 20 win challenge is a great way to get good with certain decks and kind of practice everything. Now, we are in the 20 win challenge right now. He's going to get a King Tower activation, so this is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to split my Goblinstein in the back here right off the bat and just kind of get that going. When you split it, it makes it a lot more difficult for them to use a spell to take it out, and then you can often get a lot of lightning value or kind of get some chip damage at the very least, depending on what they play to take everything out. Now, I'm going to cycle my cannon card in the back here just to make sure that he does. Whoa, that is absolutely crazy. This guy's got mirrored executioners. That's crazy. He's trying to double execute me here. And then he's going to play the monk. Okay, hold up. That's actually a little bit interesting. Let's go ahead. Let's pop our lightning right here. And then let's just wait and kind of see what he does in response to that. Okay, let's go ahead and let's cycle the Royal Ghost on this left side here and try to get a little bit of damage out of that. And then we're just going to chill out and kind of wait and see what he does. He's going to play the bowler. Sorry for the jump scare on 20% battery. I don't think my phone is ever charged up. And then I think our minions are going to be the greatest way to deal with that bowler, and I don't want to go too aggressive right here off the start. I kind of just want to see what this guy's deck is. His is a little bit more expensive, and I know it's going to get a lot of value, most likely with the tornado play. Well, bar barrel there, whenever you bar barrel the drill when it's a little bit below half, you're guaranteed to take it out, and so we're good there. And then he's probably going to have to play a card based on how expensive his deck is. That is a crazy mirrored vine. So I will go for the Mortar here, especially because we have the cannon card there to back the Mortar up, and we are going to get a lock on the tower, and these situations are where we get a ton of value. Let's go ahead, let's get the Goblinstein down. We do catch the Executioner. That is amazing. And then he's going to use the Executioner Tornado combination there, but it's not really going to work. And I popped the Goblinstein ability just to try to get that Executioner a little bit lower. And then ideally, if we could... Oh, okay, hold up. I was really hoping that we could get that Executioner down. At least we know that he doesn't have Tornado, but we do kind of need that Executioner to go down. I'm going to hold off on the bar barrel here, and then let's go ahead, let's bar barrel now, just to make sure that we don't take too much damage. I probably could have timed that a little bit better, but I think we're okay. And then I'm going to Evil Royal Ghost onto the right side here, and that's going to be pretty difficult for him to deal with, especially with our lightning, because he's going to have to play the monk, and then I'm going to lightning on the Executioner. And then, oh, that's too bad. I was hoping that we would be locked on the tower, but we're not quite. But he did pop the monk ability. I'm going to go ahead and play my Goblinstein here, and then let's actually get the minions down to take out that bowler. He's going to have to Tornado to stop the Goblinstein from getting on the tower, but that's not going to matter because the Goblinstein will get on the tower, and then let's pop the ability, and that's going to be a win. So let's give him a good game, let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next matchup here in a second. Once we cycle to our lightning, I guess I said that a tiny bit early, but now we're going to get it. I'm just going to ignore that drill, and I'm going to go ahead and play my lightning. That would be crazy if he kites my lightning somehow or anything, if he surprised me. But there we go. Now let's go on to the next one. Alright guys, now we are on to the next matchup. Let's go ahead and let's cycle the Royal Ghost in the back on the left side, because he's going to cycle his knight in the back, and then we can kind of figure things out from there. Now I'm going to cycle my minions here. Ooh, okay, that's a witch. Let's get rid of that witch right off the bat. That's going to force him to have to counter the Royal Ghost, I think, just because we're going to get some damage out of it. And he does have to bar barrel, so I'm going to play my Ice Wizard right here in the middle, and then that way, just if he plays anything else, you know, the Ice Wizard might be able to take care of it if he tries to back up the left side. And so you'll see there, the Ice Wizard tried to target the Barbarian, but obviously it went down, so we're good. But that was just good placement overall. And then I don't really know what this guy's rocking. I don't know what's going on here, so we're going to chill out. Now, I think my next video is going to be pushing top ladder with a Mortar deck, so you know, I'm hoping that you guys are looking forward to that, because we're going to try to get a nice good finish here again. And then he's going to... Ooh, oh my gosh, this is Graveyard. Okay, this is honestly my least favorite matchup in the entire world anytime I'm playing Mortar with Cannoneer, just because like Cannoneer against Graveyard sucks no matter what. It doesn't even matter what deck you're running. Even if you have Poison, it's just not a fun matchup. So hopefully we don't get slammed too bad. He's going to play the Evil Witch. I'm honestly just going to lightning this. I don't want to deal with it, and I'm going to let my cannon card kind of go in and force him to play some counters. He is going to play the bar barrel, so I don't think I have him down in elixir. If anything, he's got me down in elixir, so I'm not going to try to punish him or push him too hard here, just because, you know, he used a bar barrel. That's a 3 elixir trade for him, and then you know, the lightning is a -1 for me as well. And based on how he's starting the Ice Wizard in the back, we want to kind of make sure that we're ready for that, and we know that he's at 10 elixir. So I'm going to play the Royal Ghost here, and then let's go ahead and let's play the minions in the back here, and then I'm going to kind of chill out for a second. Okay, he's going to play the poison, And then let's play the Goblinstein here because he played the poison, and then let's just wait and see what's going on. He has really good damage on the left side because we've kind of just been letting him get chip damage every single time. And he's going to play the Goblin Hut. This is going to be good, really good lightning value for me, so I'm going to go ahead and play that lightning. And then the Goblinstein or Scientist plus the, I don't know why I popped the ability there. That was a horrible ability to pop, but he is still going to give us Ice Wizard value there, which is really good. And then I guess let's just go ahead and play the cannon card right here. We do have our Evil Royal Ghost, and so we do want to try to take advantage of that. So I'm going to go for my Evil Royal Ghost into the opposite lane here. And then let's go ahead and let's play the Goblinstein into here. He's going to have to play the Evil Witch there. So we should get some really good damage onto the Evil Witch, and I'm going to get some minions down here now. Then let's pop that Goblinstein ability. And now that he played his Knight, I don't think he has a way to really kite my Mortar. So, oh my gosh, the cannon card pushed it back. Oh my gosh, I hate when that happens, but we will still at least get some splash damage on the tower, but that sucks. I think we would have had him here if we didn't make that mistake, which is really too bad. And then he's going to play the Graveyard, so I'm going to go ahead and Ice Wizard here. Then let's actually Bar Barrel as well, just to really make sure that we don't take too much damage. And then he's going to get really good damage there nonetheless, but we do have the cannon card going in, so I'm going to play my Goblinstein here, and then let's hold off for a second. And then, ooh, can we catch everything there? I think we can. Okay, so we're going to get that lightning, which is really valuable. And then let's go ahead and let's pop the Goblinstein ability, and we will get the Goblinstein on the tower, and the cannon card is still alive. I'm going to get the minions down here now, and I think he's in trouble. We're spamming really good here. Royal Ghost is going to get on the tower there, same with the Scientist and the minions, and that should be game. So we're going to get a win despite the misplay. Let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go on. All right, guys, we're on to our next matchup. Holy crap, he's going to go for a Lumberloon right off the bat there. That is crazy. We're probably going to take a bit of damage there, I think, but we will be okay because of the lightning. But we did take a tiny bit of balloon death damage, which is too bad. That was a pretty crazy starting hand. I don't even know what emote to give him. I guess let's just give him the Screaming Hog Rider because that was pretty crazy. And then I don't really know where we're at with Elixir with this guy. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm going to start my Goblinstein. I would be surprised if he has a heavy spell, so that's why I'm going to play the Scientist with the Goblinstein. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Famous last words for a guy like me. That is absolutely absurd. Let's go ahead and play our minions behind the Goblinstein because that's going to be more difficult to take out. And then there's no way he's got Elixir to defend that Mortar on the opposite lane, so we are going to get the Mortar lock there, which is really good. And let's give him a bonus Royal Ghost there. Ooh, that was maybe not the right play. Shoot, I'm hoping that Mini P.E.K.K.A can go down, but I'm not 100% sure with the Cannoneer change. Actually, yeah, we should be good. I was just worried about if he plays a freeze, if that last shot was going to give him like a sliver or not, because I guarantee a guy like this has freeze in his deck. You know, you don't have Balloon Rocket and not have freeze. So let's go ahead and let's play the Goblinstein. And oh my gosh, I forgot he has freaking Rocket. I did it again. Okay, well that's crazy. He's gonna play the Witch in the back. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to my lightning and see if I can get better lightning value before I pop it. So let's just wait a second. Let's see what he does. Let's pop the Goblinstein ability since it doesn't look like he's going to give me good lightning value. And then I'm just going to lightning right here onto the Lumberjack plus the Balloon. And then we should take that out completely. And so that's a good Elixir trade for us. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Mortar on this side. And we have the Scientist on the tower as well, which is really good. And he's going to play his Furnace. What do I want to do here? Let's go ahead. Let's get the Evil Royal Ghost down, actually. Let's kind of pressure this guy because the Evil Royal Ghost should go invisible again in a second here. Ooh, okay. It's not going to go invisible, but we are going to take that Mini P.E.K.K.A down, so we don't really have to worry about countering it. And we're going to get good damage there on the tower. And then I think I'm going to go for an aggressive Goblinstein with the minions just because that seems to give him a lot of trouble. If he plays the Witch, then I'm going to go for the Lightning. There it is. And then I don't think he actually has a way to stop this. Oh my gosh, he has a freaking delivery. Okay, so we are going to get good damage on the tower there. This guy's deck is just so unexpected, and I'm not memorizing it because it's so weird that I don't want to commit to memorizing it. It's a little bit crazy. Let's go ahead. We'll defend this with the Evil Mortar. Then I can just play my minions right here, and hopefully he doesn't have anything to stop that, and then we will defend all of that. And then I'm just going to Royal Ghost into that lane to put the pressure up on this guy. And then let's go ahead. Let's actually Lightning here because we might get the Royal Ghost on the tower, and that might actually give us enough damage. Boom, one hit. Can we get one more, please? Oh, that would have been amazing. But now we just need to cycle to a Lightning. Alright, what do we want to do here? Let's go ahead, let's play the cannon first, and then I'm just going to bar barrel onto the Furnace there. He's going to play the Balloon, no big deal there. Let's just go ahead and get the minions down here and take that out, and then okay, I guess actually we can just play our Lightning here. We do have enough damage for the Lightning, so let's go ahead and do that, and that's going to be a win. Let's give him a good game, let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next one. Alright guys, we're on to the next matchup. This guy's got Cannoneer, so we're wondering, you know, maybe what are we up to, what are we up against here. And then holy crap, okay, he's gonna go pretty aggressive right off the start. I guess I'm gonna have to cannon card here. This actually is not the greatest position for me to be in, just because it's hard for us to stop him from getting any damage here. And we did have to play our cannon card, which sucks because now we don't have that for defense. But he does have to deal with our cannon card. He's going to play his mega minion. So I'm going to go ahead and play my minions here to take that out, because then they might, you know, get a little bit of damage on the tower. It's too bad our cannon card went down, because if it was tanking even just one more shot, then the amount of damage that we would have got on his tower would have been much better. And he's going to go ahead and play a pretty aggressive mortar there. Let's go ahead and let's play our Royal Ghost. This is actually not the greatest position for me to be in again. He's going to hit me with the arrows. I'm just going to bar barrel here, I think, is going to be the best course of action, just to make sure that we really do take that out. And then we have some good Goblinstein damage on the tower, which is good. The Barbarian's going to get a hit as well, but I need to slow down a little bit. I'm a little bit low in elixir, and I think this guy can punish me pretty good for being low. I guess actually, like, I think we're running pretty much the same deck, but he has Scar Me, which is much scarier in my opinion. Let's go ahead and play the Mortar here, and then he's going to play his Goblinstein, and he's going to kind of take a page out of my book. So let's go ahead and let's play the cannon card right here, and then that should help take out the Scientist once it crosses the bridge. Hopefully he's going to pop the Goblinstein ability. Ooh, that we probably should have played that cannon card a little bit better. That was well played by him. But that was a lot of elixir that he did just put into that defense. So I'm going to go ahead and start a slow push with my Goblinstein now. And then if he goes for a Mortar, I think my minions are going to be the greatest course of action there. The Mortar might lock onto the cannon card first. He went way too aggressive there. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's go ahead and let's play our Royal Ghost here. We'll take a bit of damage from that cannon card, but now he has to choose which side he wants to defend. And then I'm going to pop that Goblinstein ability for the Scar Me. We did catch it. So that's going to be great damage on the tower, and we're getting really good damage on that right side. Goblinstein is still alive, so I'm going to play my Mortar on this right side now. And then let's get a cannon card up high here in the middle so that the Mortar doesn't splash, and we got really great damage on that side there, so I'm very happy about that. And then let's actually go ahead, let's pop the lightning here. We might be able to get that cannon card down and get a sneaky little lock on the tower, and then I'm going to play the minions to keep that Mortar alive. One more shot will give us that tower, so that's going to be tower down, and that was beautiful. And now I just kind of want to wait and see what he's going to do. Let's get the Royal Ghost down right here onto his Scientist, and then that Royal Ghost plus everything that spawns should give us really good damage. He's going to go ahead and play the Mortar there. I'm not worried about that. We're going to get some really good damage on everything. Let's play the Bar Barrel here, and then let's just go ahead and play the Mortar into the opposite lane. I'm going to go for the Goblinstein in the pocket because he's not going to be able to stop that, and then we should get some good damage there, and that is going to be a win. So let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck. Nice little Mortar versus Mortar matchup there, and let's go on into the next one. Alright guys, we are on to the last match, so hopefully we can get a nice win here. I'm going to play the Royal Ghost just to start us off. He's going to play a Royal Ghost as well, and then he's going to play the Fisherman. That was actually pretty smart. I think we're up against Royal Giant, so that's going to be interesting. Let's go ahead and let's play the Bar Barrel here to take out that Royal Ghost, just kind of deal with everything, and we're going to get really good damage down. So let's go ahead and play our Mortar now. Now when we're up against Royal Giant, typically when I'm using Mortar, I like to play my Mortar offensively to force him to play the Royal... Okay, maybe he's not playing Royal Giant, I don't know. Oh my gosh, he's going to play the Mother Witch. Okay, so that's going to make my Ice Wizard into a pig, but I don't think we really need to play anything else. I'm not super worried about all of these pigs right now. Maybe I should be, but I think we're okay. And then we just need to make sure that Mother Witch actually goes down. And then we do need to remember that he has that Mother Witch, though. That's the only thing. But we're going to have a decent push here. And then he's going to play the Giant Skeleton, which was a lot of elixir. So I'm going to go for my Goblinstein aggressively on that left side. And this might be a mistake, but I feel like we could get a little bit of value out of it here. Let's actually go ahead, let's play some minions here, and then I'm going to pop that Goblinstein ability to help take that Fisherman out. And we've got the minions going in. He does have arrows, okay, so he's going to get some pretty good value there to kind of help defend everything. But we got good damage on both sides at the moment. Now, what do I want to do here? The thing is, against this guy, honestly, is his Mother Witch is annoying, and those Royal Hogs plus the Giant Skeleton are really annoying, especially if you can kind of build that up into a push. So I'm going to play the Mortar here. I really want to keep pressure on this guy, especially because he just played the Royal Ghost in the back, and then I'm actually going to Bar Barrel there. And ooh, that's too bad that the Royal Ghost is going to be there, but let's go ahead and what do I want to do here? I guess let's cannon card. Let's hold on to our Ice Wizard for the splash that it can do against all of his Royal Hogs, and then he might go for his Giant Skeleton here to deal with the cannon cart, and then I could go for my Royal Ghost, or I could just go for a pretty simple Ice Wizard. Okay, he's not going to go for the Giant Skeleton. Let's go ahead and let's play the Goblinstein's back. I sounded like I had a voice changer there for a second. Being sick is brutal. And then let's play the Evil Royal Ghost into the opposite lane here. Let's put a bit of pressure on him, and I'm going to hold on to my Lightning. Now let's go ahead and play it, actually. Might as well, just to get all of that down. And then this guy's freaking Skarmy there is a little bit scary. Let's pop the Goblinstein ability though, and then we are going to take that out. Let's get this down, and then let's actually go ahead and get the Goblinstein down here to help deal with everything that's going to spawn in. So we're going to do that, and we're going to kind of take everything out, and the Royal Hogs are going to go down, which is really good. So we're going to delete that push, and then I'm going to go for the Evil Mortar into the opposite lane. Let's go ahead and get a Royal Ghost down for the Zappies, and the Mortar will get one shot as well, so that's going to make it really easy for the Royal Ghost to kind of take all of that out. And then I'm just going to go ahead and Ice Wizard here. Let's get the Barb Barrel down on that Mother Witch, make sure that she doesn't do any more annoying stuff, and then he's going to play his arrows. Okay, let's go ahead and let's go for an aggressive Goblinstein here with the minions, since he just used his arrows, and then let's wait for the Skarmy to come out, and then let's pop the Goblinstein ability. I don't think he has a way to deal with the minions, and that is going to be a win. So let's give him a good game, let's give him a good luck. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one.